The OXPECKER, probably one of the funniest things to come with this PTS, but nevertheless, we have it. The OXPECKER. This is the new exotic MP7, and it's on my back right now. Pretty cool. Nice little red machine here. Little red rocket. Anyways, this MP7 is not that common, especially with the talent. The talent might be the only thing in the game that has something to do with healing and destroying yourself at the same time. It is pretty cool. But with the combination that I'm about to show you, you can make this godly. So instead of, yeah, it's pretty cool, you can make this godly. So let's go ahead and jump over here. We'll go through the intro and the pleasantries, and then I'm going to show you how really cool this new exotic can be. All right, here we go. What's going on, YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 PTS video. So sit back, relax, grab that popcorn. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. But this is going to be everything you need to know about the OXPECKER coming to the Division 2. I hope you enjoy. Here we go. So, here it is. The new exotic SMG, the OXPECKER. It comes with a little blurb here at the top. It says, the healing is less rewarding than the hurting, but I'm content. Now, what it means by that is the talent, the healing and the hurting part. And I was trying to tell you about it during that little intro, but I wanted to be a little vague. So here it is. The talent is called Symbiosis. So you have to use a shield for this to even go into effect. So yes, you can use this exotic and just utilize all of these core attributes and everything without even using a talent, and it would still be a lot of fun, right? It's you know, an MP7. MP7s are fun. But when you actually look at it, the RPM is okay, the magazine size is pretty low, and the damage is not that inviting. I mean, it's really not that great. The whole thing about this weapon is what it could do to your shield. So the talent is called Symbiosis. While having your shield deployed, it will lose health. So yes, if you do not shoot your weapon and you just whip out your shield, it will just start losing health. So what you have to do is you have to whip out your shield and shoot your weapon, because your shield receives repairs of 25% of the damage you deal with the weapon. So you're able to whip out the shield, deal damage, and heal your shield as you're dealing damage. Essentially, you could have a infinite health shield. It could be there forever. Now, I will show you a build combination that will make this even crazier. I'll basically put it on steroids and show you to have a infinite health build in this video. But let me just get one thing straight. This weapon is not that great. It's a gimmick. It's cool, but it only really works with the shield. So it's just an MP7. MP7s are not that great of a weapon, and without a damage talent, it doesn't make it that competitive. This is not going to be a new meta without a shield. The whole part of this weapon is to use it with a shield. So let me show you exactly what I mean, and then we'll use a build. So going over here to the firing range, the MP7 usually just shoots out of the one barrel. Well, this weapon, being the exotic MP7, it has this like added little minigun effect, and you can see it spool up here, and that's how it shoots. Okay. Now again, yeah, it spools. The red light spins whenever you ADS it. It's pretty funny. I mean, it's a pure gimmick. This is in no way, shape, or form like a meta weapon, unless you're using a shield. So here's the thing. If you use just let's throw the hive. Let's see if I can. Let's throw the hive way over here. Okay. So here's what it's like without the hive. All right. So you whip it out and you can see my shield health, right? My shield health is just decaying, just decaying, just decaying. And that's because of my weapon. Okay. The only way to increase that, let me change the difficulty right here, is to deal damage with your weapon. Now, you have to have the shield out for it to heal it. Now, if I just shot an enemy, just like right here, it does not heal my shield at all. I have to actually have the shield out for it to heal my shield. And you can see how it's healing it. Right? So, let me show you the trick. The trick is to heal your shield and be able to shoot your weapon and heal your shield. You need to have more than one source of healing for that shield. So here's the build I'm going to show you. And this is the build a lot of people were asking about. A red Foundry Bulwark build. Now, I am not going to have time to do gameplay and all that with you, but we'll sit here and just break it down and I'll show you because I did put it together to show you what it'd look like. Now, this is with one blue. One blue gives me 1.4 million armor. I also have a tier 2 artificer with a tier 4 shield. All right. I don't care because the shield is at 6 million health and it's pretty much infinite. What do I mean by that? All right. So that's 6 million health on a Crusader shield at tier 4. The reason for that is I have the Forge and I have Foundry Bulwark on. And on top of that, I have the Artificer Hive. The Artificer Hive has a skill repair of 33%. And that's every, 10 seconds? Yeah, buff duration, 10 seconds. So every 10 seconds, you get 33% repairs right then and there, okay? On top of that, you have Foundry Bulwark. The Foundry Bulwark chest piece increases the makeshift repairs to 35%. The makeshift repairs, whenever you or your shield take damage, your shield is then repaired by 35% over 10 seconds. Okay? So now we have 3 different sources of healing for our shield. We have our weapon, we have our Artificer Hive, and we have our Foundry Bulwark. So here is how it works. So same thing applies, right? I had the hive way out there and I couldn't really get my shield to go back up to max, right? It was taking way too long. And to just show you that again, pretty simple. Throw my hive out there and just watch. Because every time I go to reload, you can see the health of the shield is just steadily just going down. It's just ticking down, right? So every time that I reload, I'm losing like 10% health. So over time, I'm going to end up losing my shield because I just cannot get to max while having my weapon out, okay? So you can see that. You can see I just can't catch up with the shield decay. And that's because there's no other source of healing it. Now, you do not have to put the shield on the ground. I mean, the hive on the ground. You can just have the hive on your back. But every time you whip it out, you see, now the hive is healing me. So now every 10 seconds, I'll get that extra 33% from my hive. And that, see there? Now I'm getting back to max. And that's just 2 of my healing sources for my shield. And then as soon as the shield, see? And now my shield is staying near that high bar. Now just wait. Now if I damage myself, you see how it's healing my shield? You see how it's healing the shield right there? Look at that. You see that? and it's healing it. All right? That's my other source of healing. So I have the Foundry Borg healing. I have the Artificer giving me 33% every 10 seconds. And I have this weapon. Now, the other way of getting around it is whip out or put your shield away when you reload. So here's the other way of doing it, okay? Let me get some ammo. All right. So here's the other way of getting around the shield decay. So you're shooting your enemy, right? Here we go. When you go to reload, just throw your shield away. And then throw your shield away. And then that will pretty much guarantee you'll have a max shield. And it's truly that simple. And you'd have a max shield pretty much the entire time. Now, not only that, but check this out. So there's a few modifiers you can use to help your shield during this next season. So if you go under your passive modifiers, right, you have this one right here called Fortified Shield. It increases your shield's base health by 100%. Then you have this one down here, bottom left. It's called Reactive Reinforcement. It heals 5% of your armor when your shield takes damage. All right, pretty sick. And then you can match that up with Critical Recovery. All crit hits will repair your armor. So your crits repair your armor. Your shield taking damage repairs your armor. Your shield has more health. Your weapon is healing your shield. Your Artificer Hive's healing your shield. And your Foundry Bulwark is healing you and healing your shield. So you can see how this is like the OXPECKER on steroids. Because now we can have a infinite shield and still be able to do a lot of damage. Pretty cool, right? But in reality, in my opinion, it's just an MP7. I'm not a big shield user, so I'm really not going to be using this weapon as it is. And then if I strip away that talent and we just talk about the core, attributes and everything of this weapon, it's okay. It's not that great. The Ouroboros is better. The Lady Death is better. The Dark Winter is better. There are so many other SMGs that are better. But as far as that shield talent and the different play style that's promoting, I mean, yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. But that is everything on the OXPECKER. This is the new exotic MP7 going live to the Division 2, Year 6, Season 3, Burden of Truth on February 25th. I am Kamikazevondoom. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Hit the like, subscribe. You know the whole YouTube spiel. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.